Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 885, and today's topic is the industrial manufacture of white pigments, which is commonly known as white lead. And this white pigment manufacturing is starting from lead is the oldest one, and this white pigment is manufactured in presence of acetic acid, and the dilution is up to vinegar level 7 to 8% acetic acid, where the metallic lead is dipped and treated in presence of carbon dioxide gas, and the fermentation will take place. It may take 1 week, 1 month, 100 days, and with that metallic lead will be converted into white lead. This white lead contains 68.9% lead carbonate and 31.1% lead hydroxide, that is PbOH twice, and these two combination gives the white lead. This white pigment, that is white lead, is very good on surface coating, but it has some disadvantage because in atmospheric air oxidation takes place, and sometimes in presence of dust particles or some other air moisture or particles, the color is not maintained for long time. It becomes dull or yellow. This is the disadvantage for this. So nowadays in this lead white, some titanium dioxide, zinc oxide is mixed, so that decolorization is not there, to improve the quality. There are several methods of manufacturing commercially this lead white or white pigment. One is called Dutch method, French method, modern method, electrolytic method. The basic principle is that metallic lead is treated in presence of carbon dioxide with acetic acid, that is, we call it dilute acetic acid, so that the metallic lead is converted into a white pigment. So here I am discussing the industrial manufacture of white lead, that is commonly known as white pigment. Number one, the white lead is one of the oldest white pigment in use today. White lead is basic lead carbonate, which has approximate formula 2PbCO3 PbOH twice. That is actually the formula of white lead, that is white pigment. The percentage of lead carbonate, that is PbCO3, is 68.9%, and that of lead hydroxide, that is PbOH twice, is 31.1%. The composition of white lead varies from 60.2 and 68.9% of lead carbonate. Number two, white lead is soluble in alkali, and paint made from white lead are very easily applied and have a high covering power. It suffers from some disadvantages, that is very important to know, and these disadvantages are that the paint film holds dust and dirt. So in air and atmosphere, whatever dirt and whatever dust particle is there, this white lead or white pigment made out of lead metal is holding this dust and dirt, and that makes it dull color or yellow in color, yellow badly on exposure to atmosphere, and react with sulfur containing gases. It also reacts any gases which are containing sulfur, so also that gas will make it dull and little bit yellowish in color. These disadvantages have been greatly reduced by using white lead with titanium dioxide. So now this disadvantage is overtaken by some new addition and some new compounds, so that it is stable and dirt and dust is not on the surface, and it cannot hold on the surface. So that is first compound what they are mixing now, that is titanium dioxide. Is a very well known white pigment nowadays, which is used in lead white. The second one is that is your magnesium silicate, and third one is zinc oxide. White lead is also toxic in nature. That is also one of the disadvantages. Number 3, first is that is Dutch process of manufacturing of white pigment, that is white lead. So first process is Dutch, and this is one of the oldest process of manufacturing of the white pigment, that is lead white. And this is an old process for the manufacture of white lead, that is white pigment, and based on the action of acetic acid on metallic lead in presence of carbon dioxide gas and moisture. And this reaction and fermentation takes place in a special type of chambers, and it takes some time where metallic lead will be converted into metal carbonate and finally into that is white lead, that is known as white pigment. So here I am discussing the Dutch process of industrial manufacture of white lead, commonly known as white pigment. And here in big chamber, thousands of earthen pots are attached, what it is shown in the diagram. These are our earthen pots, this is your chamber, and these pots, this will contain acetic acid. This will contain, that is your acetic acid, and that will be up to 3%. And here on this, it is disc of lead metal will be placed, and that I have shown here in diagram. And that disc of lead metal is called buckets, and these buckets are manufactured in different design with 6 inches in diameter, and that is the industrial outline. So number 1, in Dutch process of manufacture of white lead, a number of earthenware pots are put in row, that is in row and in chamber. The chamber is of 4 into 7 square meters in area, hold about 12 sets, totaling 12,000 pots. So in that area, they can make 12,000 earthen pots, and that can contain 3,500 kilogram of buckets, that is your metallic lead, and then it is treated with 3 to 4% dilute acetic acid, just the strength of like vinegar, or you can say it is treated with vinegar, that is 3 to 4% acetic acid, very dilute, and that acetic acid will be 125,000 liters is used. And so this industry, Dutch industry of this capacity will give thousands of kilogram of white pigment, and here the conversion rate is up to 80%. It is possible to get about 80% conversion of metallic lead into white lead. 3 to 4% acetic acid is used. In the upper part of pot contains disc of lead called buckles. That is, buckles I have already shown here, and it is made in several designs by casting the molten lead in the form of perforated disc of 6 inch in diameter. So this type of disc is prepared of lead, perforated lead of 6 inch in diameter. Number 5, the closed pot is allowed to stand for about 100 days, more than 3 months, and as a result the fermentation of the tank works, a large amount of carbon dioxide is released, and that carbon dioxide will bring exothermic reaction, means it will increase the temperature up to 82 to 83 degrees centigrade temperature, and that 82-83 degrees centigrade temperature is enough to make the acetic acid convert into vapor form. It will be vaporized, and once it is vaporized, it will come in contact of air, oxygen, and then the lead metallic will be converted into lead hydroxide, that is PbOH twice. So that is the reaction mechanism. A result fermentation of tank bar, a large amount of carbon dioxide is liberated with formation of good amount of heat. Exothermic process gives 80 degrees centigrade temperature. At this temperature, the acetic acid undergoes vaporization and water vapor is produced. And here the lead is converted into lead hydroxide, and that lead hydroxide is PbOH twice. So first your metallic lead in presence of air, acetic acid vapor is converted into lead hydroxide by oxygen of the vapor and air in presence of moisture. The reaction is given 2Pb plus 2H2O plus O2. You will get 2PbOH twice, and once it is converted, then it is dissolved in acetic acid, and once it is dissolved in acetic acid, then further conversion will take place, and then we will get some percentage of lead carbonate. So those reaction mechanisms I will be discussing in the next lecture. So with this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.